Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. It's time as every Monday and Friday for the latest news update and Benidorm news update. So let's start. First of all, let's talk about the situation in tourism right now. There are a few important events that will be happening shortly in Benidorm town and surrounding area. 5th to 15th of October, so just in a couple of weeks' time, we will have the famous October Fest, something that a lot of people love, and it's the oldest one in Costa Blanca. Traditionally, it's being celebrated in Calpe. However, a couple of years ago, La Nucia, which is a very sports city right outside Benidorm, have managed to bring Oktoberfest from Calpe here to our region. So it's just a few minutes ride from Benidorm town by vehicle. We filmed it last year for you guys. Here you have a picture so they could find the video and check it out by yourselves on how much does it cost, which type of food you can get there, or which kind of music there is, in general how the fest actually starts. Typical German dishes, really nice ones, a lot of them, and some nice music too. So it will be opening up from 6 p.m. up until 12:30 at night, and on weekends and festive days, if there will be any, they will be opening up even from morning time. So you will be able to enjoy it if you're a fan of Oktoberfest and you will be here in Spain this weekend on 24th of September. This is a solidarity marathon where people, whenever they register, they need to pay a small fee, and all this amount, integral amount of money, will be given to the association that helps for the research of cancer in small children. So all this is going there. People are donating. There's a lot of companies that are working with this project, and it's really nice one. So there's going to be 5K and 10K marathons down Benidorm town. You will see a lot of people running about and around. There's going to be some nice music, some entertainment for children right by the town hall of Benidorm on this same day. And it's going to be really busy in town. The best option is to check our channel regularly, subscribe to it so that you wouldn't miss anything, or check it out in the tourist information office in Benidorm town. They have all the latest information as well for everything that is going on right now and will be happening shortly in town. Every single village, every single town, especially touristic ones, do have tourism offices. So check it out before you go or on your day of arrival so that you wouldn't miss any interesting entertainment while you are here. The second news that I wanted to share with you all is we have more and more tourists each time in Benidorm, probably in a lot of other touristic holiday destinations and resorts, but less and less money is being spent. This is the first red light for the analysts of how tourism is actually behaving right now in Benidorm. And the analysts say that this is due to the crisis in UK. Those who are coming from UK, please put a light on this issue, on this problem. Let us know what the situation actually is. People will be spending less money on something that is not strictly necessary for their life and survival. So those who are coming on holidays, on average, people were spending 1,116 euros during their holidays a person, okay, which is slightly less than 2% difference with what it used to be. And the average holiday is around 8.6% shorter than it used to be. Obviously, people have a choice to make whether to stay here the same amount of days but spend slightly less money on extras while traveling, exploring, etc., or they do spend the same amount of money, they do all the same things that they wanted to do, but they're staying less amount of days, or in not such a nice hotel, not such a fancy hotel, or not going away so much for dinner during their holidays. There are choices to be made. But also Spanish, they do adjust a few days less than they used to go. Also, an average Spanish person could easily go around 2-3 times a year on short holidays, which is around 3 4 nights maximum, or even weekend getaway like escapes anywhere to the spa, to thermal areas. Right now, people are not doing so. They prefer to save up some money and instead of 3 getaways, make one proper holiday throughout the year. Not more than that, because the situation is quite difficult. British visitors obviously filled up Benidorm hotels, not only Benidorm ones, but also the Canarian Islands and Balearic Island ones, and a couple of more places here in Spain. Some experts do actually say that before we had slightly less quantity, but more money spent. So it was like this. And now we have more quantity, but slightly less money spent. So we are more or less equal. We're not losing, but not gaining money either. The hosteleria hotels industry as it is, I mean. And with so many of them opening up right now, it's just crazy. Each hotel needs to present something unique for their guests, because if it's not the case, then people will just be looking elsewhere for something unusual, something interesting, something that for them is worth spending money on. Let us know, how do you choose your hotel? Did you look for something special? Do you look for reviews of these hotels? Maybe some video tours that we also have here on the channel. Just check out the playlist Hotels in Benidorm. You have plenty of different category hotels there with official full tours to check before you're coming here on holidays. And the last news that I wanted to share with you all comes from Benidorm. Really, the first thought that I had in mind when I got to know it is they all somehow end up in Benidorm, which was really strange. There's another person being looked by the Interpol, by the international police, that's being caught in Benidorm. Another one. Let us know how many of these titles in newspapers you've heard already throughout this year. I've heard at least 2 or 3. And all these were bans, were people who were looked for in UK, in a lot of other countries, in Europe, internationally, everywhere. And now there's another one. There's another one. This time, it's a male of around 65 years old, as per police official data. What did he do? Okay. People traffic. Basically, he was bringing people from Vietnam towards UK by charging them a huge, horrendous, ridiculously big, I mean, amount of money, between 15 and 18,000 euros per person, to come from Vietnam to UK. He's been providing them false documentation so that they would be able to live there, or like why he's bringing them to UK, like false working letters. These were around 13 illegally inserted people to UK. There's been other countries like Czech Republic and some others where he's been spotted, but all this was in order to use them as a workforce. So these people were coming here. They thought maybe they'll be having some bright future. Finally, they'll start working in a better country. They'll be able to send some money to their families. But as a result, this was not the case. They were working 10, 15, 20 hours, barely getting any hours of sleep at all, giving all this money to the person, or like a big part of the money to the person who brought them here. No rights, no social security, no nothing at all. Nothing. Just work, sleep, and work again without not getting anything from it. This person has got arrested inside of one of the luxurious hotels in the touristic area of Benidorm. Police is also not mentioning it in the newspapers. This is something private, simply because it's not hotel's fault. Okay, it's not their fault that this person is there. They don't know who he is. So this is just like a random person that's booking. So in order to not to bring a negative outcome towards the hotel, well, police obviously is not mentioning its name. What they do say is that it's a luxurious hotel in a touristic area of Benidorm. That's basically it. And all this was thanks to the new technology that hotels are implementing, a bigger registration process, a fuller, maybe that's the word, a full registration process that they do once the guest checks in. And all this data is being sent automatically to the police department. Like this is how police knew after the information was sent, which is usually around midnight, when the night shift comes to the hotel. Immediately, a couple of hours later, they presented themselves inside of the hotel. They went to the room and they've arrested that person. And right now, he's already in Madrid, inside of the police department, waiting to be either deported or transferred to any kind of country that's claiming for him, which is probably UK in this case, to see what happens with him next. But probably a couple of years of jail are definitely waiting for him. I'm not sure why, but a lot of people choose Benidorm for it, probably because it's such an international place. You know, there's a lot of English speaking people here. Faces are changing constantly. So obviously, people like this, they can just be invisible, you know, for the police, for all other international protection organizations. So that's probably why some of them in the campsite right now, this one in a hotel, some others also here in Benidorm in fancy hotels and in apartments. Don't know why they're choosing Benidorm, but probably this might be the reason. Let us know why you think these people are choosing Benidorm as their escape destination. Maybe you have some other theory that I did not think about. I'll read you here in the comments. And now let's talk about the weather. What is waiting for all those of you who will be coming to Spain during this next week? Because the weather is quite strange. Not gonna lie. The weather is going to be quite strange. These days we do have sunshine slash clouds today and tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. On Wednesday, there's going to be way more clouds here on the sky, and it's supposed to be raining on Wednesday on midday. All the rest of the week, it will be sunny slash cloudy, more or less as it is today, without any kind of major changes. Some humidity, yes, yesterday we had 80% of humidity, so it was quite difficult, but with a light sea breeze, it's tolerable, more than enough to still be able to enjoy your holidays here in Benidorm. A lot of people are still going to the sea. They're going swimming. By the way, the water temperature is still of 26.8 degrees, more than comfortable to dive in. And people are still swimming, sunbathing, enjoying all the activities, having a lovely walk around, trying our typical Spanish tapas meals. If you want to know which bars are the most recommended ones, which are the best ones that have quality price range, and which ones are the most popular tapas, check out our Benidorm tapas videos that I will leave you linked here down below. And the temperatures will be quite nice. For us, it's great, and I'm quite sure that for people who have already autumn back in their country, between 25 and 29 degrees is still ideal to come on holidays, because these are the temperatures that will be waiting for us this week. I hope you enjoyed today's latest news update from Spain and Benidorm news update, obviously. And I'll see you tomorrow with a new video here on the channel. Bye, dears.